welcome to this explainer. Okay, so today we're looking at a wildly exciting transition point for anyone building a business online. If you've already made your first $1,000 online, first off, just huge congratulations. Seriously, take a second to let that sink in. You have literally proven a concept that most people only ever daydream about. You've proven your work ethic, and most importantly, you've proven that people will actually pull out their credit cards and pay you for what you do. But as you're probably feeling right about now, getting to that first milestone and then pushing past it to your next big goal, well, those are two entirely different beasts. So today, we're going to unpack the exact roadmap to help you scale what you've started and jump from that $1,000 mark all the way up to $5,000.
Hitting that first $1,000 is just massive. It completely validates your skills. But, it also introduces this really tricky paradox. The harsh truth that nobody really tells you in the beginning is that the exact same hustle, grind, and sheer force of will that got you from 0 to 1K, those are the very things that will actively prevent you from reaching 5K. Put simply, what got you here just isn't going to get you there.
So you're standing at this pivotal crossroads. You hit $1,000, now what? Well, scaling from here requires a complete and total mental shift. Up until this point, your formula for making money was probably just, working harder, doing more tasks, staying up later, sending out more cold emails. But if you want to multiply your income by 5 without completely burning yourself out, you've got to shift out of that side hustler mindset and step into the mindset of a true business owner. You have to stop working harder and start working way smarter.
To make this shift, we're going to walk through 5 critical steps. We'll cover breaking out of the $1,000 plateau, raising your prices with proof, stopping the hours for dollars trade, making clients come to you, claiming the specialist premium, and finally, fueling your growth engine. Let's dive right in.
Okay, step 1. We need to confront the reality of the $1,000 plateau and the whole working harder versus working smarter dynamic. When you're first starting out, you naturally fall into an addition mindset. You land a client, you add a project to your plate, you do a task, you add a few bucks to your bank account. It's simple addition. But here's the problem. There are only so many hours in a day to keep adding. If your goal is $5,000, you literally cannot just work 5 times as many hours. There's no way. Instead, you have to adopt a multiplication mindset, where you start building systems that duplicate your efforts and generate revenue automatically.
Which brings us to our first real action step, raising your prices with proof and capitalizing on the success you've already had.
This is where so many beginners completely miss the mark. They hit that first 1,000 and they just keep charging the exact same $15 or $25 starting rate that got them off the ground. But the absolute pro move here is recognizing that once you've collected 5 or more positive reviews, you now possess undeniable proof that you know what you're doing. And that proof, it instantly justifies a 50% rate increase across the board.
You have to remember this. People pay for proof, not just promises. When you're brand new, every client is taking a gamble on your promises. But once you have those solid reviews, that risk completely vanishes. They're paying for a guaranteed result. If you just implement this one simple move, raising your rates based on your proven track record, you can literally bump your monthly income from $1,000 to $1,500 essentially overnight. And the best part? You don't even have to find a single new client to do it.
Moving on to step 2, and this one is absolutely crucial. We have to stop trading hours for dollars and start creating predictable, recurring revenue.
At the 1K mark, you are probably doing everything one piece at a time, right? A client asks for a blog post, you say, sure, I'll write one blog post. You do the work, you get paid, and bam, you're right back at square one hunting for your next meal. To hit 5,000, you have to package your services. Instead of offering one standalone post, you offer a recurring retainer. You say, I will write 4 blog posts every single month for your business. Now you've made the sale once, but that client pays you month after month. You're finally stabilizing your income.
All right, step 3. This is what we call the multiplier effect, where you actually start making clients come to you.
Honestly, this is the real unlock of this entire explainer. The secret sauce is building a simple, highly sustainable system so that clients start finding you rather than you frantically searching for them. And it doesn't have to be crazy complicated. We are talking about committing to just one piece of content a week. Maybe it's a quick LinkedIn post breaking down a recent win, a short video offering a useful tip, or a free guide that shows off your expertise.
It's amazing how this one habit totally flips the script. Think about the old way, the outbound way. You're constantly burning energy, chasing clients, sending out cold pitches that mostly just get ignored. But with inbound content, clients start chasing you. This is the multiplication mindset in action, because every single post or video you publish becomes like a tiny digital salesperson for your business. It's out there working for you 24/7, showing off your proof even while you're fast asleep.
Now let's turbocharge that momentum with Step 4, refining your offering so you can charge the specialist premium.
I know this feels completely counterintuitive. You're probably thinking, wait, if I narrow my focus, aren't I just shrinking my pool of potential clients? Well, yeah, but you are also completely eliminating your competition. If you brand yourself as just a freelance writer, you're a generalist fighting 100 other people for $50 scraps. But if you position yourself as a freelance writer for e-commerce brands, suddenly you're a highly sought-after specialist. And specialists, they can easily charge double or even quadruple what generalists charge. You are doing the exact same amount of typing, but your targeted expertise lets you jump straight from $50 a project to $200.
And that brings us to our final milestone. Step 5, evolving into a true business owner by fueling your growth engine.
There is a very strict rule for this stage. You need to take 20% of everything you earn and pump it directly back into growing your business. Look, I get it. When you're only making $1,000, giving up 200 of it feels super risky. It stings a bit. But that 20% is literally the rocket fuel you need to make the leap to 5,000. You use that reinvestment to buy a high-level course to upgrade your skills, to get software that automates your busy work, or eventually to run paid ads so you can bring in premium clients on autopilot.
So let's do a super quick recap of the whole roadmap. Step 1, raise your prices immediately using the proof you've already built. Step 2, stop selling one-off tasks and lock in recurring revenue with packaged retainers. Step 3, consistently create content so clients start coming to you. Step 4, niche down your audience so you can command those specialist rates. And Step 5, rigorously reinvest 20% of your income to fuel your exponential growth. I really want you to take this core philosophy to heart. Scaling isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter with what you have already built. You've already proven you have the talent and the grit to make real money online. The absolute hardest part, going from 0 to 1, is done. Now it's just about applying this smarter framework to leverage the success you already have.
So let's get brutally honest for a second. Are you stuck right at that 1K mark? Look back over this roadmap and find your biggest bottleneck. The path to $5,000 is sitting right in front of you. The only real question left is, are you ready to stop playing the struggling freelancer and start building an actual empire? Thanks for hanging out with me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time.